Hi. Listen, I know what you're thinking already. Okay, I'm not trying to say that Animal Crossing is objectively worse than Tomodachi Life. In fact, far from it. I think Animal Crossing is its own game, and there's a lot of richness to it, and there's a lot of value to it. I'm just saying that for me personally, Tomodachi Life has been the better experience for me. Now, why is that? Let me break it down into sections. For starters, really, it just means that I'm weird. And, I mean, I think it's safe to say that anybody who plays, whether it be Tomodachi Life or Animal Crossing, could be weird, That's totally understandable. But I think there's something really weird about Tomodachi Life that you don't really get out of Animal Crossing, especially New Horizons. I haven't played any of the other Animal Crossing games, but I would love to try them out just to see how much weirder they were back in the day. I just really like that weird factor in my game, and Tomodachi Life really brings that in. Like, for example, moments where you eat food, to the outfits that you make your characters wear, to the many ways that they act. Like, when you get angry, you burst up in flames and you start, like, getting all, like, shaky and angry and stuff. That's exactly what I'm talking about, That's something that I think is really crazy. Now, aside from the weirdness, let's talk about the game. In Animal Crossing, you get to control around. You get to focus on making your island, and getting villagers in, and kind of decorating your entire place, and getting fish and all this other stuff, right? To kind of make your island a lot richer. Tomodachi Life is basically you have this island that's already developed, and it gets new things every now and then, but that's only because of the fact that you have more people to populate your island with, and you're basically God. You're watching over all of these people that you made, and you get to see them act, and you get to decide what happens to them, and it's basically, yeah, I guess you can say it's pretty much controlling God. It's or controlling as God. It's a really fun game in the sense that you can get a lot of characters to do a lot of crazy things. I wouldn't say nothing out of boundaries. That'd be kind of creepy. But no, I'm just saying that Tomodachi Life really has that feeling to it, where you can just observe the world around you, and heck, that alone can be considered a game. It's quite the game because not only do you have to focus on what to give people, you have to focus on relationships, you have to answer questions for the characters. It's like Finn the Human when he was playing with miniature versions of his friends. I don't know if any of you guys have watched Adventure Time to that length, but that's exactly one of the reasons. Um, Now, the many things that you can do in this game is also another reason why I like Tomodachi Life more than Animal Crossing, especially New Horizons. There's just so much that you can do. For one, you can do many different mini games with your islanders. For example, there's quirky questions. That's probably one of my favorite ones ever. There were mystery bags that you can pick up. There was a Tomodachi Quest where you could take a couple of your islanders out to an adventure to fight some random object. There was this choice game where you get to like make selections and you would see what your islanders would vote for. That was nice. And you could also sing songs with your characters and take photos. There was a lot of variety. And personally, with my experience with New Horizons, aside from the types of fish and bugs and conversations that you can have with islanders, the game really wasn't that interesting for me personally. I don't know. It just wasn't all that, and it wasn't that fun because there wasn't many new different things going on. I used to think that Animal Crossing was known to be kind of weird and the things that would happen, but I don't know. I guess I was mistaken. Um, I guess it's a little bit cutesy for me too. The fact that nothing too interesting happens in the game is kind of a letdown for me personally. I always thought that they would have some really crazy events going on, but I guess it's just for collectibles and whatnot, which I'm not really a fan of personally. Um, Tomodachi Life just, throws surprises at you with conversations that some friends have with each other. And, it can even be some suspicious guy up in the roof telling you a secret to relationships and memories and traveling and coloring your hair with hair dye. all of these other really crazy stuff. And you can even give him toys like, hey, I can give this one guy a Wii U and this one other guy a 3DS. This guy can walk his dog. This guy can play with a baseball bat. There's so much variety with what you can do. And I think the only thing that I don't like about Tomodachi Life is that there isn't, like, the dialogue gets kind of old and predictable, and that's just about it, honestly. If there was a lot more dialogue, that would totally, be more in love with the game than I already am, and I already like the game a lot. Um, but yeah, this is a pretty long video. I just want to go ahead and say it. I personally think that Tomodachi Life is a really fun game that keeps me going, and I really like spontaneous surprises every now and then. It's not even spontaneous. It all makes a lot of sense. It's my kind of entertainment. And that's why Animal Crossing feels so weird to me. Is like I try to find Tomodachi Life in that, and I guess it didn't really work out that well. It wasn't even just because of the Miis. I didn't even mention Miis one bit. The personalities that you can create for your character, the voices, the outfits that you can give your character can completely design what that person is to you in your island. It's awesome. And oh my gosh, the rap battles. I totally forgot about the rap battles. That's awesome too. And the whole children thing is also an amazing thing as well. If they're going to make a Tomodachi Life sequel, I keep shaking the camera. If they're going to make a Tomodachi Life sequel, then they gotta listen to what the fans wanted and kind of give in those same-sex marriages and stuff, because that's a necessary thing that they should put in at this point in this day and age for inclusivity reasons. um that's kind of the thing. you know are you someone who liked Tomodachi Life but didn't like Animal Crossing? I want you to let me know in the comments below. uh you know tell me your story, whatever that is. Other than that, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? I am not editing this, nor am I planning to. This video was only made so that I could get discussion going. If you really like Animal Crossing, express to me what you find really interesting about the game. Or you know, if you want to go ahead and smack me down, go ahead, take your time. Everything on the comments, I want to read every single one of your responses, and at the end of the day, it's all just perspective, okay? We all grew up with different experiences. I think I might be interested in Tomodachi Life because of the fact that WarioWare came into my life really early, because that was a really weird game. WarioWare is a really nice game. I'll have to explain that some other day. But yeah, that's the whole video. If you like this whole discussion thing, I make a lot of other discussion videos like this. I try to edit every now and then, but my videos are very varied right now. If you want to see whatever adventure I decide to make up, go ahead and subscribe. I really like Mii games. I was about to start a Miivolution, but Miitopia came out, so we're all right now. But if you're interested in this kind of content, go ahead and check it out in the channel. The subscribe button's right there. The channel page is right next to it. And yeah, just go ahead and check me out. Check me out channel. I would love to have something like that in the future. But yeah, this ending is way too long. You guys, you're not going to stay here forever, are you? The video retention isn't even that long. What am I doing? I'm going to pause the video now. No, close it. I'm going to push the button. See you later, guys. Wait, it's not over?